Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to this important Ethereum update. We'll discuss some things you need to know, so stick around. Most of you who watch these videos daily already know that they're going to get that. But today is a big day. We're going to get the inflation rate. As you can see right here, inflation rate, CPI, all of those numbers from the US. Those usually make the market move quite a bit. And excuse me, my eyes are a little bit, I don't know, sensitive or something. So if you see me squeezing my eyes together, then that's it. But yeah, big day. It's going to make the markets move. In this video, what we'll do is we'll do an Elliott wave analysis. We'll kind of see if that is really what we expect or that we can more likely expect something else. Because personally right now, well, we'll get into that. But there are some things we need to talk about. And altogether, like I said, I'll try to tell you everything you need to know. But before we dive into that, if you actually want to receive daily trading signals from me, because I'm also a full-time trader and profitable, which might be important to you, and then check out the links down in the description or the pinned comment. And there you can find out instructions on how to join our groups and become a better trader. But now on to Ethereum. So like I said, I mean, inflation rate is coming out today. That's going to dictate a lot of what the market does. But overall, if you zoom out, I think the structure does really matter too. So that's what I wanted to start with. If you take a look at, and the structure for Ethereum is actually quite distinctively different from Bitcoin structure. Because if you take a look at Ethereum right now, what I would argue is that we had 5 impulse waves right here, right? So that started the 15th of June, and that ever since, like what we've talked about quite a bit, is that ever since we got back into a consolidation, because right now, for example, the ADX, which is some sort of an indicator to gauge if there's a trend and how strong that trend is, that's indicating that there's no trend, and the EMAs are indicating the same thing. The EMAs are relatively flat, which means the average price is the same, which means that we are ranging, we're moving sideways. But usually, if you get 5 impulse waves like that, you get some sort of ABC correction wave, right? So something like this. So that would indicate, unless you draw it like this, but that's not something I necessarily want to do. I mean, you could say that this is some sort of a correction, but that does not look that clean. And usually beautiful things are correct things. But then you would argue that we would actually need to make another low down to at least at 1800 level, perhaps even down to 1790, which could happen. I mean, I do see that as a possibility, as some sort of a liquidity grab, because altogether I do think that after that ABC we actually would be able to get another impulse wave up, right? And then actually, well, probably bigger like this with a price target of around well, above 2000 at least. But now the big question is can we actually trust something like this? And I think with the news coming out, I think it's irrelevant for now. It's something we should keep in mind. The same goes for this being some sort of a weird ABC wave. We should also keep that in mind, so that perhaps we already started a new impulse wave section right here. But it's about that inflation rate, because I think that right now we're getting quite a lot of bullish momentum because of the expectation that it's going to be bullish. If it's actually going to be bearish, so if the inflation rates, if the CPI, if they're all higher than expected, which could happen, I don't expect it, but it could happen, then I think we will actually break down below 1840. And the first support level under 1840 is 1800. And then all of a sudden we could actually have that ABC completed, and we could actually, you know, if everybody is bearish because of the inflation rate being higher than expected, sometimes you actually get what nobody expects. Right? So then you could actually start some sort of an impulse wave like this. That's a possibility. If the inflation rate is higher than expected, if it's lower than expected, I think we already got that priced in a little bit, but then I would just say what I have been saying for the last couple of days, and that is that we're in this consolidation, and that I do not think we'll break above 1940 if it's lower than expected. But at some point, I do expect something like that. So then we'll just stay consolidated up here, you could say, and get some sort of a bullish breakout probably in the next week or so, depending on when Bitcoin makes a move. But yeah, that's my take on Ethereum for today. I'll keep you updated in Telegram and in the Discord groups on the inflation rate and my expectations for that ahead of it, like closer to it. But for now, this is my take on Ethereum. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.